Welcome to Motivational Moments today on March 3rd. I hope you're all having a fabulous day. Us on Amelia Island and over the bridge are experiencing cold weather and some rain, but in the grand scheme of things, we're doing just fine. But it's a very cozy day to be working from home, which I can do from time to time, and I love it. And I can be in jeans and my favorite sweatshirt, which I'm going to show you. It is Italia. And I'm wearing it because Stan and I want to go back to Italy. We were supposed to go last year, but then we had a pandemic. We didn't get to go. But we will go at another time when it's safe to travel. But I'm wearing my sweatshirt to remind myself that I want to go back to Italy. Anyway, so we do these little things for ourselves, kind of triggering the mind to manifest things in our lives that we want to happen. And it really is so simple. It really is. And I wanted to talk to you today. I'm so excited because I started researching. Now, remember how I do this. It comes almost, I don't know, channeled or inspired or happenstance. I can't explain it, but I love the process. I'm drawn to things that I believe are methods, techniques, and information that I can share with you on Wednesdays at noon. And I'm building a library of little segments that I will go back in and identify them with subject matters. So if you want to go back to my YouTube channel, you could look at some of the episodes and you could say, oh, Deb Cottle was talking about anxiety, or Deb Cottle was talking about affirmations. And you can replay them and you'll have that little library for yourselves and also for me. I think it'll be great. I actually don't listen to these afterwards because I don't really want to, but I think it's important to do, and I think it's important for all of you that if you need a little boost for that 5 or 10 minutes that we have together, that's accessible for you. So anyway, the reason why I'm so giggly is because I received an email from Hay House, which I'm a subscriber. And as you know, they're probably the largest, if not one of the very largest collections of publications, audio programs, DVDs of the self-help industry. I've been following them for probably 30 years. And I am familiar with a lot of the authors and the speakers. And I got an email the other day from Hay House announcing a free program from a self-help guru named Mike. Some of you might know him or of him. He has been in the self-help industry for over 21 years. He has written 17 best-selling books. He's got all kinds of programs, whether they're video or audio or live. He's been doing this for a long time. And I started listening to one of his programs just yesterday, and it reminded me of all the things that I do know, but I don't always practice because we're only human. Some of this might be a reminder for you. Some of this might be just either way. I always love to share what I learn or what I practice or what I absorb because I think that we're all on this journey together. And the more we can do and others get on the path of self. The alternative, we don't want to be sitting around wringing our hands. Remember the last broadcast, we talked a lot about fear and decision making, gut feelings. We don't want to be stuck in that place. One of the ways that we can get out of being stuck in that place is, as we talked about with the guts formula, gaining knowledge. What questions do you need? Positive information, affirmations, training your thoughts to think more positive than negative, and then S, setting realistic goals and seeing them happen. Takes it a step further. He talks about setting goals in a unique way. He believes that you need to put a goal out there, not be terribly specific, but maybe like a broad stroke of a goal. In one of his episodes, when he was a first learner of spiritual practices and the power of the mind and all that. He was at work and wasn't very happy in his position. I think he was either auditor or something in accounting, and it was not that exciting. So his goal was, I work, know what that was going to be like, where it was going to take him, but that was his overarching goal. And then he was asked to go where he was at, and wasn't too excited about it, but it was a new opportunity, and he thought, well, maybe this will get me closer to my goal. I want to be happy. He went on to that different department, and things were good. He set another intention, which is, I want to be a motivational public speaker. He evidently had that confidence, and when you hear him, and if you've ever seen him in person, you'll know, yeah, he has that great energy out there. He was attracted to a place that was going to be producing an audio series, and he asked if Mike would want to do it with him. First, Mike's like, I don't know, an audio program. I really want to be a motivational speaker and be in front of a live audience. But he said, why not? So he and this other person did an audio program. Well, ended up being like a huge hit, and propelled him further steps to greatness. He's got over 1 million followers and subscribers. Entity onto himself, but it wasn't overnight. And what is that? It's a process, taking baby steps. And I have to agree 100%. Sometimes to Z in 5 minutes, instead of going maybe A, B, C, and then jump to S. Do you know what I mean? Like, just do something every day towards an intention or a goal. And he also talks about knocking on doors. Like, it might be a new job, it might be a new experience, it might be a new relationship. You go to the proverbial door and you knock on it. You want to go in, you want to explore that door. Sometimes those doors go wide open, and then you go in and you follow the path. Sometimes you're knocking on those doors and they remain shut. And then you're confused, like, why did that open for me? Maybe it wasn't supposed to open. But anyway, you tried to open it anyway. Try things. Don't be afraid. It may not be the right thing for you, and that's okay. But just knock. And if it doesn't open, you'll find another door that does. So I think that is terrific advice. He also tells a story about the GPS system that's in our cars or on our phones, wherever it appears, right? Okay, hear me out. And you really think about this, because I had to think about it a few times and really get. So let's say you're going to an appointment in another town or whatever, and you don't know how to get there. What do you do first? You put it in your GPS. Your GPS is so specific, it will take you exactly, tell it where you want to go. So you get in your car, plug in the address. Now, you don't tell the GPS that, well, you know what, I think I want to take I-95 and I want to get off 173. Where to go. And if you follow the instructions, then you will get there on the path. If you follow all the signs that they tell you. But the end result is your destination. So, okay, so you put the address in. What's the next step? Baby steps. You're in your car. What do you do next? You put on your seatbelt. You start the engine. You adjust the mirrors. Start on your path. What happens when you're on the path? Exactly where to go, where to turn, where to stop. It may tell you instruction ahead. It may reroute you to a different path. And if you're off that path, what does a GPS do? Makes that little alarm. Like, okay. Sometimes it's not a bad idea or a bad thing to make to go in a different direction. There's nothing wrong with that. The GPS will get you to recalculate where you want to go. So think of things in life as a recalculation to your final destination. In your final destination, even though in the GPS system you have to put in a specific address, well, or specific, let's say a historic site or something, you put it in as a destination. You also have free will and you have the choice to make changes. You may decide to go a different direction, GPS altogether, and try to do it on your own. And the reassuring thing is that you do have a mechanism to get you where you want to go, and something that will tell you to reach that destination. So in recapping this, I want you to think about the GPS system. I want you to have the confidence in trying new things or trying different directions or even knocking on doors that may not even open, but to take action. There's nothing worse than being frozen with fear, paralyzed with fear, or being so uncertain about your next step. Afraid of making a mistake. What if I make this move and it's not the right one for me? Oh, well, can you move again? I think so. But just do it. Do it. So it goes with inspiration to let you be in the driver's seat, to set your destination. Use your own GPS system internally in the car. Follow the signs that you get on an everyday basis and decide, is this working? Is this? Do I want to go in this direction? Do I want to go in that direction? That's okay. Because once you put that intention out there, the universe will draw the people, the resources, and the information to you that will keep you on that path. So keep that in mind. Have a great day. And I hope that your GPS takes you to where you want.